Hey, friends. So today I want to review this book written by my friend Angela Snyder Moore. It's called Anchored Through the Storm. This is a book that is directed towards people who are going through a prodigal journey. So, in other words, people who are going through a journey of being separated from your adult children. And I am going through a situation like that right now. And so when I found out that my friend Angela has been going through a similar experience and was writing a book, I reached out to her and I was like, oh, I can't wait to read this book. It's amazing. I actually read another one of her books about on deliverance. I thought I should have had it here with me. Do I have it here? Oh, here it is. So she also wrote this book called Simplified Deliverance. But this one really ministers to my heart. So if you really want the Cliff Notes version, it is an amazing book. It's not just one of those books that you're going to sit down and read through the entire book in a couple of hours. You could, absolutely. But what I discovered, and I'm one of those people, I like to just plow through and read a book cover to cover, all in one sitting. That's just how I like to read. But I made it to chapter 10 in one day, and I was like, you know what? I really need to just take a pause and take each chapter and really absorb it, really learn it, because this is more of a training manual than it is just like a fluffy, make you feel good kind of book. It has practical steps with each chapter. It gives you actionable things that you need to do in order to make it to the next level. And most important thing that I've discovered already just from reading the few chapters that I have from this book, I haven't even made it all the way through the book. So once I'm finished with the book, I'll give another review. But one of the things I've really come to realize by really reading this book is that the prodigal journey is just as much about the parent or grandparent as it is about the child. I'm realizing that there were things in me, unhealed things in me, that contributed to, if not completely instigated, the entire situation that happened with my child. And so I have to take personal responsibility for that, number one. And number two, I have to heal. Because if I'm not the healed version of myself when my child comes back to me, then I'm just setting myself up for another situation. So anyway, and this book has helped me to understand that and realize it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to read the back to you. And then like I said, if you're going through a prodigal journey and you are a Christian, this book is it. So it says, wait, I'm sorry. I need to move my light a little bit because I'm old. And it's written on black, so it's a little bit hard to read. So, are you grieving the heartbreaking distance of a prodigal and cling to faith as you wait for God to restore what's been lost? Anchored Through the Storm is a compassionate and heartfelt guide for parents and loved ones walking through one of life's most difficult seasons. Angela Moore speaks from experience, offering encouragement, biblical wisdom, and practical tools to help you navigate the pain of separation, the longing for restoration, and the spiritual battles that come with standing in the gap. She knows the deep ache of missing your child, the sorrow of missed milestones, and the hope that refuses to give up. Most importantly, she wants you to know you are not alone in this journey. This book is a roadmap to help you find strength in God's promises, deepen your faith, and take actionable steps towards healing and restoration. Each chapter is filled with gentle guidance and spiritual truths to remind you that even in the darkest storms, God is working, both in your prodigal's life and in yours. Let Anchored Through the Storm remind you that God sees your pain, hears your prayers, and hold your family in his hands. Step forward in faith and trust that his timing is perfect. Your story isn't over. Pick up a copy of Anchored Through the Storm today and rediscover hope, healing, and the unshakable love of Christ. So I will have a link for this book in the description down below. I also will be interviewing her here on this channel in the next few days. So make sure you look for that video. But yeah, if you're going through a prodigal type situation, this book is the way to go.